Buddy Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Warrior. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Dynamite.
Okay, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one.
Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
There's the headshot. Did a very nice job with that. Blocks that punch. There's a nice left hand able to get in.
Keep moving. Keep your distance.
Lands the counter.
Use your feet.
Halfway through this round here. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves. That these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
A good block. Able to show you his blocking ability. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. 10 seconds to go in this round. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Good job staying away from the danger there.
Keep that head moving.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Blocks that punch. "90 seconds to go here in this round. Able to counter that attack. Blocks away that headshot. And another right hand comes in. Throws a counter punch there. Final 10 seconds. Good block there by Dynamite. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a nonstop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Blocks it away. And there he counters back against his opponent. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Dynamite's swelling is exactly what his opponent wanted to see. A headshot blocked. Good shot again. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
And he scores with a three-punch combo. Good block. Way to block there. Good way to protect the midsection. Seconds remaining in this round. Just off the mark with that punch. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds
where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
In and out, in and out.
Good exchange. He fires back. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Good defensive skill. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Dynamite strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Keep your hands up.
Blocks it away.
Keep your hands up. Back to the body.
Blocks that punch. Very well done by both men to fire off those right hands. 10 seconds to go in the fourth.
Pace yourself.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Throws a counterpunch there. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Good looking counterpunch. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Halfway into round number 5 here.
Pace yourself. Use your feet.
Lands the counter. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
guess his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Multiple punches coming in now. You know, he did a very nice job of finishing up that. He put the third punch in there and landed the combination. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Griffin, don't stand in front of him. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swelling. Get on that now.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Throws a counter punch there. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Able to counter that attack. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A good, clean, old 1-2 by Dynamite. Halfway through this round here. Good job staying away from the danger there. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He has found his groove with this right hand. Blocks that punch. The Warrior's a pro, but he's not a well-rounded pro because a better level of fighter would be committing to the body more here, wouldn't he, Teddy?
Yeah, well, first of all, he would recognize that that's where he's supposed to be going now that his opponent, is taking off a little bit with those fast shoes. No better way to take those shoes off his feet than to go downstairs.
So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter. But the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
And there he counters back against his opponent. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Good-looking counterpunch. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Another right hand comes in. Way to block there. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. End of the round here. You can see the fans really enjoying themselves tonight. You know, Teddy, I think maybe more so than any other sport, boxing fans are not just passionate like in other sports, but they are smart and savvy. They know the game inside and out.
Well, they follow the contestants. They do understand the parameters of the game. And you know what? They come here and they kind of demand from those fighters the performance that they expect from them. They expect a guy to box. You hear them every once in a while saying, hey, come on, you know, let's get that jab working. They act like coaches sometimes.
Back at him with a left hand. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Well off the mark by Dynamite. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Turn defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
there by Dynamite. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Wow, is he defensively sound. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Good defense, just covering up down low. .90 seconds to go here in this round. Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Dynamite. Good work now, backing up what he did. The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Good counterpunch. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Nice block by Dynamite. rid of that one. Nice combination there. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. And he returns on that exchange. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dark room, really, Joe, and start looking at the negatives. During the night, a lot of pictures have been taken. He's got to go now and look back at those pictures and remember something, that he saw something. He saw a moment. He saw a spot where the guy dropped his hand. He pulled back, and he's got to go, and he's got to act on that moment.
Good job staying away from the danger there. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy can be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Nice block by Dynamite. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. "90 seconds to go in this 11th round. The Warrior's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Way to block there. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Teddy, make Making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
On the mark, the counter punch by Dynamite. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Able to cover up that gut. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Wow, crushing blow upstairs.
Defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Unable to score with the hook. And for the official judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges score the fight a unanimous decision. Your winner, Dynamite!
Dynamite, your winner by unanimous decision. All three judges giving it to him.
I didn't agree with the judges completely, but they got the right guy winning.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights.